This is the How Is He Podcast, a deep dive into Carlo soccer with Podge and Papa, proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. Let's kick it off.
Welcome to episode 29 of the How Is He... Paul, for fuck's sake, right at the intro. Welcome to episode 29 of the How Is He Podcast. As always, joined by my co-host, Paul Papadoling.
Hello.
This week we look at the results and fixtures, and we're also joined by a guest. A man who has been one of Carlo's junior soccer's most prolific goal scorers of all time. He played juvenile with St. Pat's. He made his junior debut breakthrough with St. Felix. He went in a walk then. We probably made his mark for his trophies when he went to Craigie Yard. Along the way, he's won 2 Premier League titles, a Division 2 League, 2 Carlo Cups, 2 Shields, 2 Division 2 Cups, Premier Cup, Medbar Cup, Oscar Traynor Trophy. On a personal level, he has the overall Sports Star Award for soccer, Carlo League Player of the Year, Division 1 Player of the Year, and Oscar Traynor Player of the Year, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah.
A big thanks to... a big welcome. You're not finished yet, Lee, you're only starting. A big welcome to Lee Salter. Lee, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me, lads.
No problem at all. We're going to absolutely rinse you.
Strain. Not all.
Papa, here's where I'm going to start before we can go to fixtures, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell a little yarn. Lee, you come in on this as well, right? So I went down to the 35s final on Saturday, okay? I pet in the gate. I was standing beside 2 of my good mates, Pass Mullen and Seamus Doug. We were watching the 35s final. Really enjoying it. I thought it was a great game. Thought it was tight. Look, the kind of game where mistakes were going to no one of them ones where mistakes were going to edge it, or it wasn't really clear cut for chances. But anyway, Pat set one up. Was really enjoying the game. I thought it was end to end, tough physical game, and Hanover got a penalty. When Hanover got the penalty, they scored it. I said, after the penalty, I turned around to my friends and said, Jesus, he looked offside. It was Aaron Wynne, wasn't it?
Aaron Wynne took the penalty, yeah.
Yeah, who got took down? Was it Windsor as well? Took down?
No, it was Simon, I think.
Sorry, right, Simon. I said, he looked offside. Do you know what happened? The linesman turned around and told me to shut me fucking mouth. I couldn't believe it.
Well, that's not good enough, is it?
Now, I want to say, I don't know that linesman from Adam. I don't even know his name, Papa.
I know his name, yeah.
He definitely doesn't know me. But to go down as a paying spectator and be spoken to like that is an absolute disgrace.
If you told the lad to shut his fucking mouth in the pub, there's a fight that's happened straight away.
Well, but you wouldn't do it.
No, you wouldn't do it.
Because you wouldn't do it in any walk of professional life. You wouldn't do it. I'm not calling this man a professional. But I'm down there watching him. He doesn't know
He's
me.
not a professional, but there's no need to speak to someone like that.
You don't speak to... I was absolutely appalled. I tell you the truth, it put me off the game. And I'm not telling lies. St. Pat's have CCTV. I'm sure it's absolutely clear to see that he turned around and told me to shut me fucking mouth just after the penalty was taken. The same official or assistant nearly caused absolute murder by one of the worst decisions I've ever seen on the field. Now, nothing would have come of it. The ball, he gave a throw and the ball wasn't even on the white line.
That's when Ross got the red card, yeah.
And then Ross got sent off. Now, I thought the referee handled it fairly well. I thought you done a great job by kind of calming it down as well. But I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
How can you do that again to someone?
I didn't think the ball was out myself, and I was close enough to it. I was on the edge of the 18.
Yeah.
And I was looking at Ross because Ross was closing down someone, and he actually got there. And if you remember, he nutsed.
Yeah, he went around him, yeah.
Nutsed the player, went around him, and then the flag went up.
Yeah.
I said, yes, that didn't look out. But then the reaction, then Ross obviously, your tempers are up or your heart rate is up at that age, and you're trying to get an equaliser in a cup final. Of course, you're going to go madly, ain't you? Yeah, so look, it's only natural to react, but.
Well, I think Ross Townsend's reaction tells you everything about the decision, because I know Ross a long time and he's never ever reacted like that.
I've played against him a long time and I've never seen him react like that.
Yeah.
So.
But look, regardless, I do want to say on that, Papa, I don't think it would have changed the game. I thought Hanover the better side and I thought you deserved it, and congratulations to you on that. But there's times where I follow referees during games. I always make my business to shake their hand. Always.
Yeah, I do myself, yeah.
We'd say things with each other during games.
That's all part of the process.
That's all part of it. But never in my life was just, honest to God, he turned around and said to me, you shut your fucking mouth.
Well, that's not good.
I'm like, what's the story with this lad? And you're right, he's lucky I am a fucking timid man. Mm-hmm. And I didn't reply to him, I didn't say anything after it. But I was just absolutely appalled. Look, that's open to response, absolutely. But I can tell you, I was absolutely appalled, to be honest with you. Anyway, Sinead, Lee, before we get to you, we're going to go through a few of the results. Do you have any more thoughts on that, Papa, while I load this up?
Look, I would have. I think I don't think I would have reacted like you. I would have been a bit more fiery, being honest. I don't like anybody speaking to me like that. I hate them to say. I love when the referee comes over, you have a discussion with me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That you can, like, I'm not right all the time. I'm not wrong all the time either. And referee is not right. Like, it's a hard job.
So I think the refs are like trying to show a bit of authority. I know obviously England the same thing, like, but I suppose it's a fine line for them, because if they don't show authority, do they get pushed over? Like, do you know what I mean? I've noticed, not with linesmen, obviously with a few refs, like talking back a little bit to the lines, to everyone's lines.
Yeah.
But then I suppose on the other hand, if they don't, do you know what I mean?
Well, sure, it's a thankless job.
It's a fine line for them.
Surely you wouldn't be ignorant enough to think that people are going to make comments. Do you know what I mean?
I know, fair enough. Yeah.
Like, surely you wouldn't, even as a referee.
But
like, surely you don't
in
think.
regards to comments, Pod, your comment wasn't.
Oh no, that was
an aggressive comment.
That was malicious.
It was just, you said, Jesus, I thought he was offside.
Pop on. I genuinely
an opinion on a game. Like,
I didn't even show it. I didn't even show it. I maybe struck down by letting know the second. I didn't even show it.
To ignore that.
But on your point, Lee, like, a referee, a bad decision doesn't make a bad referee.
No,
right?
Of course not.
And they are going to make errors, as we all make errors.
Sure, who doesn't make errors? Yeah.
But it's a thing where if something is shouted in, they do have entitlement to go back. But it's how you go back.
Well, I tell you what it does. The way you go back as a referee will set the tone for the rest of the game.
100%, yeah.
That's what I think it'll do. And
yeah.
More experienced referees have a different approach.
Yeah,
you
they
see,
know how to manage
I like looking at some of the younger lads are good. Like, I'm a big fan of Phil refereeing games. I think he's very good. Nathan Bannon, very, very good. But you can have a conversation with him. They obviously, and I don't know whether some of the referees, I don't know if they played the game. And I think if you played the game at a better level than another player, another referee, I think you have a better understanding of the game as well.
Definitely would understand.
I think so. I think I'm not giving out a referee for not playing at a proper level. I just think the referees who play at a higher level are better referees than the players who didn't play at a higher level.
Yeah, I'd never accuse a referee of being bad at his job, and the only reason I'd never would is because, it's not something I do.
No.
So it's like me going into an accountant there and start shouting numbers at him, like, you know, he's there, what are you on about? So I don't know what I'm at. So why would I be shouting at him? Sure.
Yeah.
No, if a decision happens on the pitch that I don't agree with, I'm going to air my grievance, absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I want to do the job, or it doesn't mean that you're a bad referee.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I just feel like that look, I tell you where I am. 90% of games are recorded now in the Premier. I think everyone has a camera, bar maybe 3 teams.
Well, sure, any incident.
Like, why isn't it being used as a tool? Like, as a coach, we use it as a tool.
Yeah, but there's also people on the sideline, Patch, who are recording situations where to see a certain player getting a ball who's a really good chance, like Simon O'Shea be lethal at 35s, like, and when he picks up the ball, you're like, he's going to go by a defender 8 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So to pop up the phone, and I showed you an incident with the penalty that wasn't given.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so everybody has phones up from different angles and recording things like this, you know. And even you can see free kicks on Twitter and all this crack every single week.
It's a viral society, lads.
Yeah.
You know, it's different, but that's why I think the refereeing thing has to change. Where the whole thing of the report is gospel. Whatever's on the report is gospel. Well, there's actually evidence now to say that it's not gospel actually, because these games are recorded. But look, anyway, we're not going to sort it tonight, right?
Someone in to talk about, though, would you?
I'd love to have someone in to talk about.
Just explain
100%.
What's the process with a situation that, here's what happened, you were at the game. What's your opinion on it? Do you know, something like that?
Yeah. Well, I think what will actually happen, to be honest with you, I think the Car League will ban cameras.
Yeah.
Do you think that could happen? Yeah.
Yeah, I think rather than being progressive and use it as a tool to help develop, I think they'll just turn around and say, not to record games anymore.
I'll tell you a funny story actually it only was about 2 weeks ago. There was someone I wanted down the line, right, out in Critty Yard, and I went up and I said, if I'm offside and the ball gets clipped down the line to someone else, can I come back into play? Do you know, can I come in?
Well, if you're in an offside position.
Yeah, can I go in offside?
So the ball bypasses
I could go down the middle of the pitch 20 yards offside, and someone clip it into the corner and the winger go down and get it, and then can I come back into that phase?
Yeah.
And he turned around to me and laughed and goes, I don't know, we only done a 3-hour course on a Saturday morning. No, he was messing. He answered it after.
Yeah.
But like that's what you're looking at.
That's not an answer you want in the game, though, is it?
Yeah.
Like, well, it's not offside, though, right? It's not off.
No, I think he told me after, he was joking now saying that.
Yeah.
He said, you used to be able that but the new rule is it has to be the next phase of play.
Okay.
It has to come back out. You can't. You used to
So
be.
if that goes to the winger, if you're in off-field position, that goes to the winger.
I can't come into
he
that
whips
phase.
it across to you. You can't score.
I can't come into that
Are
phase.
you sure?
That's I think it's changed. You used to be.
Yeah, no, all right, okay.
It's just when you're going on about refs, like it's a 3-hour course on a Saturday morning.
Right.
3-hour course. Yeah. Like if you never played football and you wanted to be a ref,
yeah,
I presume it's the same for everybody.
I presume so. I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you just be a referee's assistant?
I don't know. I know you can just be a juvenile referee.
Because we could do an old Podge versus Papa thing where
Oh yeah,
we go do a linesman course and see if we're any good at it.
definitely.
Be good, wouldn't it?
Well, I'd love to do it,
Yeah, under 8's game, I do. Because I wouldn't be able to anything else. Anyway,
Keep up with the pace of play.
for the third and final time, we're going to go over the results, okay?
Right.
Wednesday night, Ballymurphy picked up silverware. 1 after full time, the bet. Dolman Celtic 5-3 on penalties.
An early red card there that for Dolman, I think.
Was there?
Yeah, 8 or 10 minutes. I think it was. I can't think of.
Can you replace? You can't replace red cards 35s, can you not? If they're off, you're gone. Like,
You're gone. Yeah.
There's not. Yeah.
I can't think of who's said
Sin
that.
been a big good idea for 35s, wouldn't it?
Depends on the situation, doesn't it?
Good answer. On the Friday night in the Ladies League, Vale Wanderers 5, Kilkenny champions. Bet New Park 5-0. Vale Wanderers 5, Bet New Park. Of course they did. It's 5-0, idiot. In the outside competitions, LFA Junior Cup, Newark, massive win against Park Celtic, 8-1. I didn't hear anything about Pop, I just heard it
I was
getting the
talking to Eddie and work on Saturday morning, and he said that it was a rotten night, but he said the boys could have went 2 up.
Go ahead.
Park, and then just Newark just got the goal and kicked into gear then. And
Go
ran
ahead.
baggage, yeah.
In the National division, I was shocked this one. Burn Celtic 3, Bagnallstown 1. That was on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
We bet Camal in 3-0.
That was tough on Bagnallstown because Bagnallstown were
Left
playing.
35s.
Mort, I was talking to Mort
Yeah.
before they kicked off, and they played the 35s final, and I think there's 3 or 4 players
And the
involved with the
first
35s,
teams,
and then they had to leave the cup final after winning 5-1 and fly straight to Ballon.
Yeah.
You know, so I was tough on them.
They
I
were
don't
left
know
short.
if they took them off or
Yeah.
what way it happened, but it's not ideal, is it?
Yeah, we played
It's the same
Camal.
next week for you, I think, isn't it? 35s at 4 o'clock, and then a game
Yeah.
gritty at 7
Yeah.
or 7:30, is it? Whatever.
I don't think we have 35 players though. No, we don't. No. We don't have
Just
any
jelly that be
35s.
it, would it?
Just jelly. Jelly thought, oh, sorry, we didn't get a run, but I presume the same.
Right.
We bet Camal in 3-0 on Saturday night. Absolute animals. They came in about 18 players, right? They were warming up for 45 minutes. I'd say they were close to melting now, I'd say. If they were an iceberg now, they would have a puddle of water. Right? And they sat in and they just defended like absolute lights.
Wexford,
Yeah.
is it? Right.
Yeah, they played 4-2-3-1, and they had a number 9 just running around lawless. Just running around lawless. Like, and the nearest player to him when we were in possession was probably their number 10, who was 20 yards away.
Right.
They just camped. They were they defended absolutely unbelievably. Now, look, we could have had 5 or 6, but
Who got the goals for you?
who got the goals? Callum got 2 and Lord got 1. Good performance, like, but I'd say they were back to full strength, I'd say, and that's how they're all. So they're all walked in the dressing room with Great Corona. I said, where are these lads gone?
Did they?
Yeah.
Drinking it before the game, wasn't
Yeah, they must have been, yeah. On the, sorry. Youths, girls, St. Felix 3, Vale Wanderers 2, Ballymurphy 5, Verney Villa 1. That's a 4-team league, I'm nearly sure. In Division 2 Seniors Cup final, as I said, Bagnallstown 5, Collection 1.
10 seconds they scored after, I think.
Bagnallstown did.
10 or 15 seconds they scored after.
How was
I'm sure you looked at some of the lads in there back and some like Stylers and Anna, like he's fit as a flea.
he's
Like.
less flea. Yeah, there's some
He's
Trevor
in the middle of
Nolan.
the field, and Trevor Nolan was there. And
Yeah, they're good, like.
it was a good squad.
Yeah, they're a good side,
really
yeah.
good squad.
So they won all the cups national,
It's
didn't they?
probably just after what happened to them in the league that they won it. They got a cup at the end of the season, isn't it?
How-
Another chance next week.
Yeah, playing Pats. How was your man in goal for Collection that got suspended the week before?
I don't know.
It must have been an appeal process or something,
Would have
wasn't
been,
there?
yeah. I don't know. He was in the goal anyway.
You bet Pats 2-1. I thought that was a great game, Papa.
It was a good game, yeah. Yeah, it was good football in it, and
Yeah.
there was I thought Hanover was a better team until he scored. It was a mix up between 2 players from us. Defender ducked. Great ball in by Jelly and a great run by Monkey across the defender. And 1-0 and then penalty. And then there's a couple of decisions I didn't think they won. That Mark Kelly went in with the goalkeeper and the goalkeeper dropped it. I thought he shit himself, being honest. And Mark just dropped it basically. Mark finished it. And I said, that's a very, very soft call on the goalkeeper, but goalkeepers get calls like that sometimes, you know, and then 2-1 up. And there was a couple of chances either way, but Robbie didn't really have a save to make, even though he had a bit of the ball near the end. But Robbie didn't have a save to make. We missed a couple of chances as well, but I thought we deserved it on the day, possibly.
Yeah, no, I thought you deserved it. I thought the telling, I said, well, about 5 minutes to go on the half, if Pats can hold on to this now, get a breather, they'll better say. But he used the roll and roll off. Pa used it to a T, like.
He did very well with it, yeah.
You know, and I suppose he had the depth to do it as well. Not that Pats didn't have the depth, but they probably only had 4. So you could bring on 4 at a time. Pats could only bring on 4.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes in 35s you take a lad off. They're like, no, I'm not going back on.
Yeah. Even Simon got that time with the incident, took him off for 10 minutes, bring him back on. He's fresh going back on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know, it was very good management by Pa.
It was great. Yeah, and I actually think that's what won it for you, to be honest with you. I think that's what got you over the line. But I would agree, you were definitely the better side, no doubt about that. In the youths, Division 2, Vale 3, Newark 2, Ballymurphy 3, Joseph's 0, Bagnallstown B 5, St. Pat's Boys 0. In the Division 1, St. Joseph's 3, Burn Celtic 1, St. Felix 1, Hanover Harps 4. There are 2 top teams in that, are there?
Another 4 goals for Aaron Cunningham.
You're joking?
Yeah. 1-0 to Felix at half time. He banged in 4 in the second half.
Did he play the whole game, yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to say the Harry Brown on a half time, he'll ride her over stuff.
No, just he plays.
How many goals is that now? Must be double figures already.
He got 2 the week before against Evergreen. He got 2 against Burn in the for the Premier. He's on 15 or 20, I'd say already.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Brought him into the Oscar trainers.
Go away.
Did you? He's 16. Don't care.
Brilliant.
He has something that someone else. He's just whip it fast. So Gavin wants to see what he's like.
Is he 16?
He's 16, yeah. No, he's 16 or
That's
17.
crazy.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, and he's only like...
So he's youths again next year?
He goes youth. Yeah, well, he's in scholarship in America, isn't it?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what he's going on.
Is he gone? Does he have it?
He had it 2 years ago. It was announced, yeah.
No
when he could be 17 now, but he started season 16. I don't know when his birthday is.
Yeah.
But he'll be 18 with the team. He goes to America. He's really, really good. Like he's
I've heard of the name. I wouldn't know him. I wouldn't know him.
He's not fucking
he's small, like
5'2", like 5'3". Just plays on the left, and you know where he's going to go. You just can't catch him.
Yeah. Was he always Hanover? Yeah, always
Hanover. Yeah.
That's brilliant as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Them the scholarships to the States are great.
Very good, yeah. They're great achievement for him.
Yeah, I worked for a Pass for Soccer years ago. They're big deal, big deal to get someone over there on scholarship.
Look, I don't know what it's just something about him. I don't know. Like even Graham was looking at him against Burn, and the two goals he scored was like, how the fuck did he score from there? Like, do you know what I mean? Genuinely, he's an natural finisher. But look, he's a good lad. He trains as well. Trains with the first team, then trains with the youth. Come back, trains with the like. He just loves playing. You'll often see him walking on the street kicking a football. Plays football with Greg under 20s.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be flat out now, aren't they?
4 weeks of it, is it?
I think so. In the ladies, Critty R 3, Parkville 2, Mill Celtic 5, Norneyville 0, Hanover B 6, Collection B 2, Burn Celtic 1, Bagnallstown B 3.
21 or 22 lads of a squad.
Pa is going to have any job in Carlo Soccer, isn't he?
He's
got 3 trophies this year.
Won the B team.
Yeah, cup, and then the double 35s.
And then the double with the 35s, yeah.
He's coming for your job, I'd say.
Mill Celtic and Pats drew. Sorry, did they do Bottinglass 4, Parkville United B in Division 2? That Bottinglass side's shaping up, aren't they? I think they won last week as well, I think.
Did they?
I think so. Mill Celtic 2, St. Pat's Boys B 2, Ballymurphy 4, Slaney 3. Was a cracker, I'd say.
Had a good start, have they? Ballymurphy?
Yeah, I think they're unbeaten. National Premier Division, Parkville and Vale Wanderers, Desmond 2-2.
Desmond, Cobb's God, he takes me.
It was a Desmond.
There was a Desmond in Tullow this morning, did you? There was a Desmond in Tullow this morning, did you? Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah,
a last minute goal or something, I think it was. From Vale, was it?
Yeah, Parkville were 2-0 up at half time anyway.
Parkville were they?
I watched about half an hour of it. So.
Right.
Okay, well, what was it like?
Parkville were dead. Were the better team in the first half anyway. Vale had a couple of half chances, but Parkville dominated a lot of the ball. But Billy made 2 subs in the first half.
Did he?
Yeah, and I don't think there were injuries. I was watching it now from the corner. So one was probably 25 minutes into it, but one was just before half time as well. Like, because I left at half time, but I don't think there were injuries. Like, so
Tactical.
yeah. Well, it looked from a distance. I don't know now, being honest. Like, but yeah,
has to be done sometimes, isn't it?
The Parkville had most of the ball, but Vale did look dangerous. They got forward. They did look dangerous anytime they got forward. Like, you know, but Parkville were dominating.
I think Smithers is back, was he?
Yeah, Mitch Kelly was in the middle of the field. Jack O'Neill was playing. Yeah, I can't remember exactly the full team now. I think that's a good result for Vale away from home anyway. A point there. I take a point in Parkville every year. I think it's quite a hard place. If they're on it, if they're playing at all, like, you know, it's a hard place to go. In the Junior Cup, Phoenix bet Callan 3-0. New Ross Celtic bet Collection 3-2. Critty Yard 2, Shamrock Rovers 3. That game, Critty Yard were ahead. Am I right in saying that? You're obviously right. Yeah.
Shamrock Rovers equalised late in the game.
It was 1-0 to Shamrock Rovers.
Okay, go on.
Then we scored a penalty. It was 1-1 at half time.
Okay.
We were playing against the wind. Like, it was borderline being called off. Like,
oh, really?
I would imagine. Like, it was that strong.
Jesus.
I said it to Martin Rees and he said, I don't think he will because they're coming up out of Wexford.
Yeah.
Like.
2 local teams that could have been called off.
Yeah, I'd say it was definitely borderline. Like, you know, the ball was getting held up a few times. You know, when it goes high, like, it was coming back a good few yards before it. Do you know what I mean? The way it gets
that's not right at all, is it?
But we went in 1-1 and second half, we played well in the first half. Like, it was a horrible game to watch, but for the circumstances, they played well. Went 2-1 up and kind of died for the last 25 minutes, I thought, and they had the wind in their face, like, couldn't retain the ball and they didn't have many chances, but we, like, it was more like set pieces and then I'd say there was only 30 seconds left, I'd say, when they scored. We cleared the corner, went out and they got a throw and took it and it came in and Matt made a good save, but he palmed it down to your side and sure a fella ran onto it and buried it. Not tracking runners and stuff, but it was, I wouldn't say it was coming, but definitely the last 25 minutes, we couldn't see it out. Probably the wrong decisions, you know what I mean? Like, giving the ball back too easy, I suppose.
They'd be a very good side though. They'd be on the top sides.
It's hard to gauge it in that weather as well.
Yeah,
you know
good teams in Wexford, isn't it?
Yeah, because we drew Gorey in the next round of that competition.
Oh, did you? That'll be a test for you, won't it?
Test? Be an exam.
You know, Corona in this room there?
No. You bet Newbridge United 5-0, Papa.
Yeah, I wasn't. The boys gave me the Sunday off. Fair play to them. As usual, were great to me. Said stay out and relax and enjoy a few pints after the cup.
First clean sheet of the season.
Yeah, third 3 in a row.
Is it?
3 in a row, yeah.
3 cleans, third.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Scored 12 goals.
You're flying.
Oh, all right, yeah. Going well.
You're flying.
Good numbers.
Who scored for you?
Kevin Power got 1. I seen Rowan Byrne got 2. Adam McCarron and Scott Dunn.
Scott Dunn's different for a goal, isn't he?
Played really well. Started him on Sunday and started Sean Sanney. I heard he put in a great shift. The boy said he put in a great shift because they know they're competition for places now. So, like, there's good numbers in training. There's 22 lads in the group. So the lads who are in college on a Friday, they can't obviously train Tuesday until they're on holidays. And then we've good numbers then on a Friday as well. 18 or 20 lads training. You know, and then if the weather is okay, you can get out onto the pitch and do a few set pieces and stand to the lads. You know, they're doing really well. Yeah, it's a good start for them.
It is, yeah. I hope it doesn't last very long.
Huh?
I hope it doesn't last very long.
That
Lee, we're finally, after that was only about a 75-minute intro, wasn't it? It's a nice and short one.
Yeah.
We've a couple of questions for you. We have about 5 questions and we'll work off that and we'll get another 75 minutes away anyway, hopefully. Tell me, earliest football memory.
Probably earliest football memory in Carlow is probably watching Walkerstown at the back of the college.
You must have been very young.
Yeah, I would imagine it was probably their third or fourth of the 4 in a row. Because I was probably 4 for the first one. I don't know, early 90s. Yeah. So, but an auntie of mine is married to a Ray, so he played on it.
Kevin.
Yeah, and I would have been in his house. Yeah. Like, practically it was reared up there. Well, it was up there a lot, like.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember the game or any, like, but I can remember watching
them. To watch them,
an odd time. I know Chops' Owlad was in the goal. John Hennessy's father played. Yeah. John's mother's a Ray as well. Like. Yeah. So I wouldn't know. That would be just of soccer, and then playing the mini World Cups. The the Mini World Cups in Greg. I don't think I played with Pats. I'd say the Mini World Cup. I don't know if you had to play with Pats to play in the Mini World Cup.
It was Pat's run, but it was open to Greg.
Yeah, and am I right in saying...
Was it in the youth centre? Or in the...
No, it was in Greg. Like, it was in the school in Greg.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Oh, was it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Tom Hennessy had a replica of a World Cup.
Brilliant.
Go
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
so
deadly, man.
good, yeah.
What, full
Yeah,
level side?
you could be...
No, it was like
like
6 or 5 aside,
it's
7
probably
aside.
under... Oh, no, maybe they've done different age groups.
No, it was so you'd have like a 9s, 10s, 11s.
Yeah. So I was probably the youngest one.
Right.
The one I remember.
Yeah.
And as far as I remember, and I'm not sure, I was asking Jamie Parr about it today. Do you remember the old shop? Bradley's shop?
McKenna's, yeah. Or Bradley's,
so
yeah.
Doc McKenna's. I remember that we used to have to go in there to see what team you were on. It was hanging up
Yeah.
in the shop.
Yeah, Doc McKenna.
Brilliant.
And you'd go in and say, "Oh, Gift, I'm with the Dutch." Like, or,
Where's that? That's the back of Miko's house there.
Yeah.
it's on the side of the house that
Yeah.
you know. It's an apartment now.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember when
and
I were playing pitch and pool?
and if you were Holland or whatever, you'd have an orange jersey, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you were
Brilliant,
Germany, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was deadly.
class.
That ran for years.
Yeah, it
man. I
was
must have
class.
been 4 of them, I'd say.
Did you?
Yeah, it was brilliant, man.
Yeah, that
really
was
fucking
probably.
good.
I don't know if I was played. I was young anyway, so it was either that got me started with Pats, or I was, I just started. But the Mini World Cup, it was.
Jesus
You
Christ,
couldn't
I loved
wait
it.
to go in and see what team you were on, and do you know what I mean?
I was
Like,
lucky growing up. Mexico '86 was the first one I remember.
Yeah,
So I just fell in love with Maradona, man.
yeah.
Like, he's the greatest ever.
No, he's not.
You could say about Messi and all that.
Messi's the best player of all time.
Maradona was drunk playing.
Oh, you're Ronaldo, I'd say, are you?
Nah, probably Messi.
Yeah.
Maradona though, Maradona. Different
There's
time.
arguments you can say the Brazilian Ronaldo. if he's
Here's
fit, but
here's the end of the Messi argument, right? See, every time Messi gets the ball, he influences the game in a positive way.
right.
Every time he gets it.
You're not convincing.
End of story. Every time he gets it, he does something that...
Well, I
I know
understand
that
that.
Messi's longevity as well, isn't he? But the way it was explained to me, because I was Maradona when he went to Napoli. What
Yeah.
year was that?
He won it in '89.
Yeah, so I was whatever one, so
Yeah.
I don't remember. But the way it was explained to me was Napoli were as good as Stoke at the time,
Yeah.
and he won 2 leagues. Like.
Yeah.
No,
That's the way it was
I
put to
read.
me, like.
I read his book. Maradona's book's one. Did you ever read his book?
No, I didn't read.
It's one of the best books I ever read. So that move to Napoli was completely out of the blue. But Napoli would have had history, like
Yeah.
Stoke.
But it wasn't a
That's
good
right,
team he was
yeah,
going into,
yeah.
Podge.
No, but he was going into a well-established Serie A club.
Yeah.
Like that
hasn't won in a long
it'd be
time.
like Messi going to Spurs
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
and Spurs going to win the league.
So how do you want to win something?
Huh?
You're not going to win that in there.
Do you know what I mean?
Bobby, you loved that, won't he?
Yeah, but I'm a Spurs fan. Forgot about that. What was I saying? So you're then playing. Obviously, you would have played for Pats. What's your early memories on the Pats jersey?
Just out in Roselands,
Yeah.
really, like, yeah.
That place is mentioned every episode, isn't it?
Getting changed into containers.
We used to go up there like on.
Yeah, we'd walk out to the pitch
Yeah.
and puck, go up over the 18 box, jump out at the hay barn and on across the field.
We'd spend the whole day.
Because it was the shortest way instead of walking on the road. Like,
There could be-
we often went out and played in the goals out there. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd just go out with the ball or whatever.
Yeah.
Like. But you could go out. There was 3 pitches, am I right?
3,
Definitely
one
2.
small pitch and two big pitches.
There could be 50, well,
Was there
10
two pitches
groups
there?
of people out there. Like.
When it first opened, it was one long pitch,
Right.
and then they turned it where they put 2 kind of from say field to field, if that makes
Right,
sense.
yeah.
And then
So
there was
going
a
across,
juvenile
there was
pitch kind of
juvenile
the third one, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You could go out there any time. Like
The
if
real
say
lads,
during the summer
yeah.
or say mid-term break during the winter.
Yeah, there'd be
Could be
lads playing
20
in
out there,
different
like,
goals
yeah.
and different groups and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It was Jesus was. I think you're right. Everyone has a Roseland story,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
Like a Roseland's memory.
Great place, though.
It was great. Yeah, it was great places, right? But sure, look, it is what it is, and it's a shame it went. But sure, look, anyway, any other memories?
Playing. I didn't play much when I was in secondary school. Like, so I played. Obviously, I was we didn't play when we were 6 or 7. Do you know what I mean? Now I was probably 9, 8, 9. I probably played 8, 9 till probably 12. I don't think I played with Pats a whole lot. Say when I was in secondary school, like I definitely didn't play every year till I played youths.
Yeah.
I played.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like I did.
Yeah, you did stop, didn't
I
you?
did. Yeah. I can't remember the year.
Why? What was the
I
reason behind
can't. I
that?
was smoking fags with you with the crappie. I know. I can't remember, but I'd say if you were to be secondary school, it'd be me guessing around, like,
Yeah.
from when I went in to when I came out, I probably never kicked the ball, like.
Right.
Within reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Might have played an odd game, or if I was playing, I would have been a sub on some team. No, I didn't play a full year or anything like that.
It's
like.
kind of...
I don't know why. Yeah, I can't really remember.
Yeah.
Do you know
It
what I
does
mean?
happen
Like,
though, man. Like, people do fall away.
I don't know. I would have liked soccer, loved soccer. Do you know, I don't know. Like, it wasn't that I was playing Gaelic. I know underage would be completely split and all. It wasn't like that. I didn't play, like. I can't.
Just stopped.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
think I played an odd game. Like, I was talking to Jamie Parr about, because I was trying. I can't remember. You know the way you wouldn't remember everything. But what year did Pats go to the Meadows?
99, 2000.
Yeah, so I was 12. So I played in the Meadows.
So that would have been... I think you won a double under 12s with Dennis Quinlan and Parr. And
Yeah, see, I didn't think I won at an underage, and the boys won stuff, yeah. Well, I can't remember. But then, you know, the main pitch was in the Meadows,
Yeah.
and they put the pitch across at the top.
Yeah.
Was that long after?
Well, that pitch across the back was actually the first pitch.
So it was always there.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing a Carlow Trials match on it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if that pitch was there straight away, so it was like maybe I was 14.
No,
But I remember playing it. It was just a trials game,
Yeah.
and I played in it.
For academy, like.
It was a Carlow Trials match is all I
Right,
can
yeah.
remember. We were told to go down. I didn't know the managers. There was 2 teams, and I think I scored in the game, and I heard nothing about it after or whatever. But I think it was Chris Hurley. So say a week or 2 weeks passed or whatever, they had another game. I heard nothing about it, never went to it, and I'm nearly sure it was Chris Hurley. Said to me, "You never went to the game Saturday, say on the shoot, whenever."
Yeah.
And I said, "No," and I didn't even know. He said, your man called out the team, you were starting up front on it. Now, it was only another trials game, like.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you know little things that stick in your head?
That would have been your Kennedy Cup trials.
Would it?
Would have
I
been, yeah.
don't know. I know. The one was on the back pitch in Pats. I know that. I just remember that, and I remember Chris asking me about another game. I didn't even know the game was on.
Yeah.
Well, he said, "No, the way you'd win that time, sure. You don't know where the managers are from. They probably just called out 2 teams, but I was named anyway."
Yeah.
Kennedy Cup pitch, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been Kennedy Cup, because there would have been no 11s, 12s, 13s academies. It would have been just straight into Kennedy Cup of 13s. Like.
Would it? Yeah. Well, that's See, I couldn't remember the year. Like,
Did you enjoy playing soccer at juvenile?
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, especially out in Roselands. Like, I can remember a few games, and do you know what I mean? Going up Ben Dowling would have been a big part of that thing. But yeah, no, I did. Like, that's why I don't know about not playing or what happened. It was
strange, isn't it?
Yeah,
Especially when you loved it that much.
and I was like. I know when, like, I was talking to Jamie today. I was at an under 10s game last week, and they're like sheep, like.
Yeah,
but in my head, when I played under 10, we were like Barcelona.
Yeah.
We were knocking the ball around in my head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, you know, it's mad when you see it back, like. But yeah, I really did enjoy it, like, yeah.
But I think when you're, like, I remember scoring my first goal with Pats, right? I think I was 9 or 10. I think it hit me belly, like, and rolled over the line. But see that goal? I took that down, put it through a lad's leg, remember, flicked up and
it's mad, isn't
it's the way,
it?
when you're young, it's crazy how you reimagine things, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts,
we were passing the ball around and probably playing out from the back and everything in my head.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, playing with 3 sweeping 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Third man runs and overlaps. No, how you, man, it's funny when you get older, especially in sport, right? Say when you get to your 30s, the kind of the way you reimagine things kind of disappears, and you become more of a realist, right? Because you're getting on with life, right? You're getting married and kids and house and all that shit. So you actually start thinking of things logically and rationally. But before that, when things come up, like it's Alice in Wonderland stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we won a double under 13s, right? I never kicked the ball the whole year. But when I was 16 or 17, it's where I was right keen go around the place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts when you think about it, like, do you know?
You're not the only lad to think like that. Let me tell
I
you.
know, yeah, I know. Well, I did hurt myself that year, but anyway, that's a different story. Where are you with the injury?
Yeah, the knee it just gets a bit stiff in that, but like that's, I'd say 90% of lads that come back from that. Do you know what I mean? It's not, but my body is slowed down big time. Like, I don't know if I'll get it back. I might. I would get stiff in that before, even before it happened. But like, I wasn't blessed with pace, but like, it's not like I'm slow. Very slow. I'm a bit overweight.
Are you?
I'm not that fit.
Like, you just don't overweight. Must have a mirror like Shella Hallow, man.
But I don't know. I think it's a little bit of everything. I think I can get a bit more out of it, but I am definitely after slowing down regardless of anything. I do.
Is it getting to you? You have to slow down?
Not really, no, because even playing the matches, like I'd go out and watch, like, and I'd want to get on when I'm there, but like I know, like they're 19, they're 20, they're flying, do you know what I mean? I'm realistic as well. Like.
I'll tell you this though, Lee, it's very, very hard to play in your position. If you're losing a little bit of pace, where I was never blessed to pace.
Yeah, but
I get away with more
you could
in a
play
6.
In the 6. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Would you think? Would you just think it from a coaching point of view, or even like a development point of view for yourself? Like, would you contemplate popping into a 10 or?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, probably. Like, if 10 would probably suit me better. I'd be all right holding up the ball, all right, yeah, but like technically, I'm not.
You were always a strike right.
Yeah, I'm not technically, like, you know, like I said, if you slow down in the middle of the field is obviously a big one because you can be cute.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But technically, I probably relied on being fitter more than being technically good. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like,
makes perfect sense. Yeah. But why? So you're compensating your technical ability for having that extra yard on a centre half.
Yeah, well, it's just the way you are generally. Like, some people are technically better, some people are quicker.
Would you not call yourself technically good?
I'm all right, average. Like, if I'm fit, I'm
better than average.
Technically, like, if I'm fit, I'd probably be okay. Like, but when I'm not fit, then I'd be noticed. Like, it kind of comes with it, with fitness with me. You know that some people get.
Is it a sharpness, Lee?
It could be, Podge, yeah.
Tell me this though, right, on the technical. Pop, you come in here, right? You're such an unbelievable finisher. Well, does that not go in the technical bracket?
Yeah, but like touching the ball out in front of you, maybe whipping it around a goalie or something is different than getting it with 3 lads pressing you and having to keep it 6 inches away from you and then having to drop your shoulder.
Fair point, well made, Lee.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Instead of getting it out of your feet and hitting the target.
Which do you think is harder?
Oh, the technical ability being pressed.
What wins games?
Goals.
I'd say that's the hardest part. Like, I know many a player that's able to like hold up the ball and bounce passes and drop the shoulder and beat lads, but he goes in on goal and it's dirt. Like, I think
but that's just different strengths. Like, everyone's.
Yeah, but if you had 2 people up there and he said his strength is scoring goals and he could juggling the ball 20 times, balance on his neck, I know who I'm going for.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah.
You know, I think you've been harsh on yourself. I think you are in a position where you're probably unsure. You're kind of saying.
I think when you won the league, when you were playing that in that year, the Oscar trainers as well, you would have been, if you were asked that question then, you give a different answer.
With the technical ability,
I just think you're a little bit hard on yourself at the moment. You're sort of doubting yourself, I think. I don't think
I'm doubting myself. I think I'm trying to be realistic.
Yeah, no, but
I'm not able to move.
From the outside in. Peg leg. From the outside looking in, Lee, like, I would always say you're technically very good. That's a neutral point.
Yeah. How much do you enjoy scoring goals?
Yeah, obviously love it. Like, but I suppose the more I played, the less I cared. Like it's not even being greedy. I was talking about this before with lads. Like, I was gung ho when I was younger, and like people say, "Oh, you're greedy. You don't pass the ball." But I turn into trouble all the time. Do you know what I mean? But like then, you know, you get clever and you might bounce it and go.
You
know
learn
what I mean?
Every single year as you play.
But like, obviously love it, but. Like, I just love playing. Like, I love, you know, when you're fit and you're like, you know what I mean, once you're playing,
I think you are the kind of striker. Plenty of strikers go out when you ask them a question. Do you think you'll score? Yeah, I might score. I think you were the kind of striker that you expected to score every single game.
Yeah, if I was fit, I probably would, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know that might sound, that is actually a massive thing. Because we had, say, you use Dominic Byrne, right? Dominic Byrne, right, put up there with you as a relation to finishing is brilliant. But Dom, we had him here, is so kind of modest. He'd be like, oh yeah, I might score, yeah. But when I used to see you, and I used to get the vibe off you watching you play, I'd be thinking, he's going out there and he's expecting to score.
Yeah.
And you could be playing against the best back four in the league or the worst back four in the league. Like, is that something that you feel or that did feel
that I'd score?
Yeah.
Like, if I was fit, I don't mean like just going back. No, yeah, if I was fit and going well, like I'd always back myself. But it's like, do you know the way you see some people and they'll drop their head, right? Do you know, in general,
yeah.
I'll give out, yes, I'm the worst man in the world for it, don't get me wrong, but I had an attitude like if I missed loads of chances, but if I missed, like, what about it? Go again,
Yeah.
go again.
You're not going to miss all the time.
Do you know what I mean? It's only a game of soccer. Like, when you think about, like, if you're thinking about outside of soccer, so if you miss 3, what about it? If you get another one, you might bang it in. Yeah, you'll get abused off the boys and you'll have to take it. But I'd like to think I didn't drop my head much. I definitely did at times. Obviously, like periods or games or maybe periods in with certain people or whatever.
Of course, yeah.
Like, I'd imagine it like that. But I'd like to think most of the time, no matter what, you just go again and go again, and I think you do get rewarded for it. Like, being honest, like, yeah.
Do you think with the injury, Lee, that like when does the point come, and maybe you've reached that point where you realise that I'm not going to be the same Lee Salter that I was before? Because, like, you're not old. Why, 33?
36.
36.
Yeah.
35's Pat's next year, lad. Welcome home. You're coming in.
Moser wants me to go back to Phoenix. Wants to get the band back together.
Yeah. Oh, you spitter.
We're all around the same age.
Are you going to get to a point where you're like, look, I'm just not going to go on for 10 or 15 minutes. I'm either going to be where I was, or I'm just going to go and play 35s.
This year will say a lot, yeah. This year, because I don't. If it comes to the end of the season, if I get another 6-7 months and I train as hard as I can, if I don't feel sharp or whatever, and I'm after getting that 7, 6, whatever it might be months, then I'll know, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. But if I feel, even if I'm not starting, but geez, if I get half an hour here, I'm going all right. There's another year in me.
And you can, like, I mean, even say, for instance, you start getting half hours in January.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, then by April time, you're doing 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's just if I feel good, if I feel sharp, if I feel I'm getting on the ball and I'm turning quick and I'm moving quick, if I even feel that and I'm not getting on, I think I'd stay playing. Yeah. If I feel it in myself.
Have you scored since you came back?
Only for the 35s.
If you bang in a goal for that first team.
Although I scored for the 35s, it was like scoring Champions League final.
Who were you playing?
Yeah.
Croatian. I scored a penalty in the shootout as well, actually. I got 2.
Going around.
Yeah.
You get it, yeah. Like Tardelli.
I went on the beer for 3 days.
I think the attitude is greatly. It's like to have that mindset where you're saying, I know myself. I'm not an idiot. I know myself when time is time. Yeah. So if I'm not progressing to the point where I'm able to put in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, it's the sharpness, really. Like you can, it's if you can get, obviously, just some, like, yourself feel good. Even if I'm not, like, if I feel good and feel sharp, I think I'd play, like, you know what I mean? I think I'd have it in my head, I'll get a chance. Do you know what I mean?
It's not easy, because
if I get 6 months and I still feel like I feel saying now,
of course,
I'd say that at the end of it.
Who's the best coach you worked with?
Damien Locke.
Why did you say that?
So now I'm going to say, I don't want to criticise him saying so basic, but just so simple things, like, and I think at junior level it's so important. Like, you can complicate it, and I believe you can be overcoached. But he was so basic. No, he wasn't, but I put it to you like this, he probably adapted quick. I played an Oscar Traynor game with him as the coach, and I walked into the dressing room and there was pictures all over the walls, all set pieces, everything. And some lads don't take heed of it, like, you know what I mean? But I'd always be listening. And I remember I was defending a corner and I was more trying to remember where I was supposed to run than actually play the game, right? And then I played with him under Critty Yard, and he had shrunk that down massively, because I'd say he'd only come out of college.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is how you do it. But you have to
to a college coach.
But to retain information like that, you have to train every day. You can't retain all that information. training for an hour twice a week. Like.
Yeah,
You would. I would do. Well, I don't do it now, but I used to do the set pieces on walls.
No, it was
It's-
grand, but
it's
there was
only
about
4,
20 of them. Like.
Yeah, no, it's only 4.
And then, do you know what I mean? Now, some lads will look at that and they won't even care. They'll pick your man and they'll follow him. But I was always like, if you taught me when he goes here, I want you to go here, I'd try and do what you told me.
So what's on the wall, Lee? Defending corners and attacking?
Everything from free kicks to corners and where you to stand in the wall even. So you could be on the left or the right of the wall, not just
And
in
did he
the
always
wall.
bring you back to defend? Did he not leave you up? Like, does he not leave
He
one
did
up?
for Critty. That was the first time I think I ever walked into a dressing room with him.
With him, right.
So that's just a standout moment.
Yeah.
Like with Critty,
You didn't come back, did you?
No, I don't think
I don't think you did.
No,
Any
I
game we
don't
played
think
against
I
you.
Did you, when you were in the Oscar side, were you pretty yard then?
No, the first time I played Oscars was St. Felix, but that was Cooper.
Did you play against? Did you play Premier for Felix?
1 year, yeah.
Did you play Pats?
Play
Were you on the team that we would have played? I would have been over the Pats team.
the 3-3 draw down in the meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing that day. Yeah.
Were you playing that day?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
play the first day in the school, 1-1?
Can't remember. I would imagine so, yeah.
Cracker of a game.
The 3-3, you were 3-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
Moocher got a hat-trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's
I
the
do.
game
Wait a
Colin
moment.
Doran hurt himself, sure, isn't it?
Oh, was it? Yeah, I
think
can't
it is,
remember,
yeah.
yeah. I definitely played it anyway. I definitely
Yeah.
played that game, yeah.
I know, just come into your mind that 1-1 game.
I don't remember that now.
Oh, man.
Moocher was a good man to score a goal, wasn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Underrated. Doesn't get enough credit. Like.
Moocher.
Unbelievable.
Divil for a goal. So Dockett's another one as well.
But Moocher, I'm telling you, Moocher power. Like, I know you'd say, like, it was a lot of it was in the lower divisions. Like, if I played, say, 16 year, 8 of mine was from Division 1 to Division 3.
Yeah.
You know, half of it, roughly.
Right.
And that's where Moocher played in the Premier with me for the year. And played when I went, you know, he played again. But, like, he scored over 100 goals for Felix. We got 3 promotions in 5 years, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He doesn't get any credit for it.
No.
He would within the club, like, but
Outside looking in.
doesn't look for it either.
20 goals is like,
No.
but he's ruthless, like, ruthless, yeah.
And sorry, I sorry for the segue, but on Damien Locke, I don't want to give the first person. I think Craig mentioned Damien Locke as well.
Craig said Damien, yeah.
What are the simple things he brought that sticks in your mind?
I'd say, like, guys, I don't know a whole lot about coaching, but I would say it's stuff like that you coach 12s and 13s now if you had badges. Like, it's like pat the right foot. If there is a lad on this side, to play to this side. But I think it's massive because I pop a ball into you to your wrong foot, you lose the ball there attacking. You get 5 lads that pop it to the good foot, that protect the ball on the opposite side of their body, you retain possession.
But you're either getting a pass away or a
and
foul,
it's so
aren't you?
simple, like. And then even down to, like, I asked him one day, Bud's always played in the free role, right? That's just what he played. But he played him on the left a lot of the time. Why did he play him on the left? He said, especially against Hanover, he said, if I play Buds as a 10, Swanee will pick him up, right? And he'll stick to him like glue. Craig is good enough to play the left on his own, so we'll start Buds on the left, and after 10 minutes he'll come in. But the fullback won't follow him. Then he'll start picking up the ball, and then when someone picks him up, he'll go back out and play on the left.
Yeah.
Do you know what and in junior soccer, like,
That's massive.
it's massive, like, like, you know what, and the top teams will pick up on it and they'll sort it out, but there's a lot of teams we do the same thing under him every week. Set piece is the same set piece, and then no one would ever cop it.
No.
Yeah.
Some of them would, but you'd get away with it a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well, I picked up on that when we played Damien Locke's Credit Yard. So I picked up on what he does at Bud. So I used to play 3 10s.
Yeah, that's no, there is people, but you would get away with it.
But
a good bit of the time,
just to go back to the simplicity thing, you are 100% correct. So there's only pen in 2 bits, look. So even when I started at junior soccer, like after my B license, like I remember going and thinking that, you know, I'm changing the world of football here.
Yeah.
But you realise a lot of doing 9 to 5 there, pulling wires all day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah, it's
so
different.
my focus went from where a back 4 went to defend to telling the centre half that when you move across with the ball, make sure the strikers are on the outside shoulder, so you go outside and you can see him.
Yeah.
And that might sound simple, but that's the things you have to kind of.
You can't overload it.
Be
information.
hard. You can't.
If you do the simple, like, don't get me wrong, there's serious junior teams and, like, leaving the walk, like the last few years, they're outrageous. Do you know what I mean? But like, and they have talent, all. But if you can do the simple things right in junior soccer, you'd have a chance. Like.
You will, yeah.
Oh, 100%. And I think Cretty are a
yeah.
testament to that last year.
Yeah.
I think that they defended extremely well. They worked extremely hard and they scored goals when they needed to score goals. I think that's done to them tenfold.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know?
They won a good few games, 1-0, didn't it?
They did, yeah. One will never won a game. Tell me this: how did Cretty come about?
I probably decided I was going to them without contacting anyone from the club. Really, like.
Really?
Yeah. I just.
Why? Why them?
I don't know. And Newark had only won. I think that the two. Remember, Lee Murphy scored a penalty against Parkville.
Yeah.
So they had won the 2. And then the following year I played with Phoenix. In the Premier was my first year with Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Newark had won the 2. But I don't know what I did. I had it in my head. And Phoenix, we were after going well, but it was definitely dwindling a little bit, like with training, and like we probably had a couple of Gaelic players, and do you know what I mean? And I was just getting fitter as well. Like I thought, I was getting fitter and fitter. And I was after playing in Division 1. And then when I played in the Premier, I got the Golden Boot in the Premier with Phoenix. Do you know what I mean? And I was just hungry for it. And I don't know why them. It was just them anyway.
Without being disrespectful, did you think you're after banging in the Golden Boot and you're not getting a trophy in the Premier?
No.
Are you thinking that way? Or are you going?
No, I don't think so. Well. Yeah, probably, but it was definitely it was dwindling a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Like I was even talking to Bobby about it. Like 2 years after I went, the Phoenix first team folded. Like, I was nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
but I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, I think roughly. Yeah, remember they were gone for about 5 years. Like
they only came back there 2 years ago.
Yeah, so.
Is that
like
that
it was
it?
No, well, it was 2 years now after me.
Oh, 2 years after you.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it was probably doing a little bit dwindling. You know, well, it was numbers in training and stuff. Like that's what I mean. Obviously, every Sunday morning we had a team.
Especially when you're in your pump dolly, you want to be training.
Yeah, and going up training with 3 or 4 lads.
So you were the same with Stretford as well, Papa, really, weren't you?
That was the reason I left. There's 2 or 3 lads there training. I was like, I'm better than this, but I didn't want to leave Hanover. And then I just played a couple of years at Stretford, but I'd always regard myself as a Hanover man. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I just because of training, and then I came back, and it was more as the season went on, it got worse. Like pre-season, it'd be good. Yeah,
and then it's because if you're left out of the team, then he mightn't train.
Yeah,
and then you start losing a few, and then it gets lower and lower and lower. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember walking out. We trained in the AstroTurf in the college, and Gary McGrath was the manager. I think he was the only manager I played with Phoenix at.
Yeah,
because we played B team. I played a lot of B team at Phoenix, like, and then we swapped to be the A team. And I walked out onto the AstroTurf near the end of the season. We were training, and I just was walking with him, and I said, "Will you be here next year?" And he just said no, and we never said anything else. He kind of went on putting down his coins, and I went the other way, and I know he knew.
That's me gone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll never forget. That's all we said.
So did you go Phoenix and you walk?
Yeah. So
for 1 year or 2?
One. So what happened was, Badger contacted me. Badger heard I wanted to join. No, Critty Yard. Yeah. Because when I told PJ and all, and I was leaving Phoenix, I told him I was going to Critty Yard. Like.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So
how did PJ take that?
I can't remember, but I don't think too bad. I don't know. Like, he never said that. And he actually, what they done was they got Dean Good in, and they had a meeting in the summertime. Yeah. And he just said, "Will you go down to the meeting, like, and just see what you think, like?" Yeah. And I went to the meeting, but I kind of had my mind made up. Like. Okay. But that's, he just, like, we're getting in a coach now, and do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I met Badger and Damien Locke in the Talbot, and I told him I was going to sign for them, but it was at the start of the summer. And obviously people heard, so you have that 2 month gap.
Yeah, and can't sign until the 1st of July or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but I shook Badger's hand, like I shouldn't let him down, like. You
were like Ray Keane with Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah.
And then you went to Newark. And how did you end up going to Newark then?
Because then, like, I can't remember exactly, but Park Kavanagh took them over.
Yeah.
I know he definitely called down to the house with Gavin, just come up, we're signing this, that. It was Pa's first year. I was like, I don't know, I'm going to Critty Yard. I told him like, yeah, have a think about it. And I don't know exactly, probably Lee Murphy, maybe. Like,
was Bobby when you were with Newark?
No, he was still with Phoenix.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So then, over that summer, I just changed my mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, not in like the boys couldn't do enough for you. Park Kavanagh wouldn't do enough for you. Anthony Kavanagh was with him. Like some crack.
So Pa assembled a fair squad, like.
Oh yeah. Surely the 2 Clarks.
Yeah. Yourself.
Davy Walker was still playing, but
yeah.
finished, and Gavin probably played. Paul Core.
Ken Lacey was still playing.
Yeah. Oh, there was
Sir Murph.
Was Dino on the scene? Too young.
Dino's first year with the first team.
year, yeah.
Keane Dowland's first year.
Sakula? No.
Don't think so.
Just 35s, was he?
There was a couple of others like
He got on a few decent players,
he did.
Good squad, didn't he?
Yeah,
He did,
very
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Very good squad. Yeah. But I think I had my heart set and
Pretty hard.
I think, and I played the year, and like they couldn't do enough for you. Like no, Pa, like fucking unbelievable. Like, but I think I just had my heart set on it. Like, and I was always questioning, like, don't go again. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Don't, like, you know what I mean? But I just said, fuck it, like.
But you had a serious itch, though, and you needed to scratch it, right? Because you have to say to them, you know, yeah, I'm going to you. And then you're like, whatever Pa said to you kind of swayed, you're like, yeah. Do you know, that wouldn't be too bad. Do you remember the message I sent you on Twitter during the time, no?
No.
Thank God for that.
Why'd you abuse me?
No, I begged you to come play for Pats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you not get it?
Did you win a trophy with New York?
No, you bet us in the Premier Cup final.
Was that, yeah?
Yeah, 3-2, I think, yeah.
Over in St. Felix? Over in St. Pat's?
St. Pat's,
St. Pat's, yeah.
Yeah, I missed the sitter with about 3 minutes to go.
That with James McGrath, did his leg that day?
He could have,
I think
actually,
he did his ACL that day.
Go where?
Yeah, he clattered the fence at the bottom.
Go ahead.
Just
Yeah,
sliding.
you're right,
He went-
actually, yeah, I think he did.
It was actually James's fault, believe it or not. He went after, he was never going to keep the ball in play and went after and just sort of, whatever he done.
Lost cause
Yeah,
then.
lost, and he just was going too fast into the tackle and clattered the fence, but straight his leg that day, yeah.
You didn't win anything when you walked in, did you?
No.
And then obviously 2 premiers with Cretty Yard. So you're walking from a fairly, I wouldn't say successful, but a fairly high valued dressing room in the walk, right, of quality, going up to Cretty Yard. That's obviously high value and quality as well.
Yeah.
How did you know they were winners? Did you know that these are?
No, not really. Like,
At what point do you realise that I'm on? Because that's foreign to you, right?
Yeah.
Because you haven't been at the peak of the Premier yet.
Yeah.
Like, when do you realise that, Jesus, we're going really well here?
I don't know, really. Like, I suppose it's nearly comes to the end of the season, because you look at Newark, Hanover and Critty, like, even though like Newark are the strongest this year, Hanover this year, it's always the last day. Like, it's all, you know, it comes down. Even though you might say some team will be 3 points behind, but they'll always have a shout on the last
Always,
day.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
One of the years there was 3 of us could have won it. Remember that year?
Yeah. We wanted you to draw. Remember the year we won the league? You bet Newark in Hanover to win the league.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah, if he had a drew, we would have won the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know? But that's
The
every year.
The year
like.
previous,
It was the reverse of it.
we had to win up in Critty.
Yeah.
Newark had to lose and we won it. But a draw, I think, was a playoff with Newark
Yeah,
and Critty.
so it's like,
And Jesus
it's
Christ.
every year. And I
Yeah.
know there's always one team you said are 3 points back, but they still have that hope. You never know.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
you want to be the team on top.
Yeah.
If you do your job, you get
Of course, yeah.
That's
You know
kind
what
of
I
come
mean?
back though, lads. Like, I think this year is going to be that.
I won't tell you that. I can't see us.
No, but I can't see.
I think we'll have a good season. We might finish a little bit higher than last year. We could do damage to a team on a day. If I picked up a cup, I'd be delighted, but I still think it's pretty hard in your walk.
No, I think.
Pats will surely have a say.
Pats are-
You'd be foolish to say that Newark aren't favourites, right? I made that statement plenty of times. But I think a lot more teams are going to have a say in the league this year where it goes
Of course,
than
yeah.
previously,
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
So I'm not saying that you might have 3 teams at the top fighting it out till the end, but you look at last year where Pats drew with Newark, right? The year before, Newark ran away with. But it's kind of turning again where it's going down to the last day.
Oh, definitely.
You know, it's going, and I think
It's great though,
look,
isn't it?
That's brilliant.
a lot will tell Saturday night. Newark and Pat.
It's
Newark.
always though, isn't it? When
Pats and
you're
Critty.
when you're playing, it's like you'd want the competition and it's better. But really, in the back of your head, you want to be the one that's 10 points clear.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
You're going around telling everybody,
100%.
it's better this year.
I'd rather like that.
You're home like that, shaking the corner, so you are. Listen to REM. Yeah, no, yeah, it's only. I think it's only good for the game, lads. The more teams that are, look, you're 100% correct. I'd love to win the league by 20 points. But I also understand from a league perspective, it's better if there's 4 or 5 teams in the hunt.
Does it? It's the celebrations nearly more when you just get there at the last kick of the game or the last. Oh, you won by a point.
Yeah.
Like we want to win it by a point when we beating you walk.
But it doesn't matter though.
But it doesn't matter. But it's just I think it's a different feeling if you're going, sure, it's the game has to go ahead and you're 4 points there.
Oh, yeah,
shit,
definitely.
You lose it, like.
It's definitely.
It's to win it by playing the last game, being involved in the last game, and getting the winning feeling on the last game.
Yeah,
it's just better.
There's some emotion in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But that current Craig group there, they're not bad.
They're strong, I think, yeah. They are. But like their levels are up and down a little bit. And that's probably what young lads coming in and there's no
Still
lads.
learning
of course. And then, first year.
Sure, young Doran's first year in the Premier, like.
Jamie Marr's only back. Like he did play with us before, like, but he's not, know what I mean? And
who's the best striker you played alongside? Who's your favourite player you played alongside up front?
Up front?
Yeah.
Duck. Adam O'Rourke.
I knew you'd say that.
What a player.
I think, you talk about much underrated. I think he's one of the most underrated
player.
strikers in Carlo ever.
Oh, he was so good.
That night
so
up in the Plots, he occupied your whole back four by himself.
Oh,
he was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, he's some player. Yeah.
It's a shame he was only here for 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah, I think
just college, was it?
He done college, but sure, when Damien got the Wexford job, Damien was with Rebecca that time, and sure he brought him to Wexford then. Like.
Right?
Do you?
We might have got like another year, maybe. Like it was only college, but we might have got 3 or 4 years out of him.
Yeah,
because he went to Wexford, then they cut in half probably.
Do you think is he your favourite because of the opportunities he gave you, the chances he created for you?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I just think he was so good. Like,
because Danny Doyle, you played with Danny Doyle as well, right?
Very similar as well.
Yeah.
But Duck, I don't know. He just had something else, an edge, like.
He dark arts.
Yeah, he had but he could do everything, like. And I know Danny scores goals, but Duck's like, he could do it all, like, and he do it on his own.
He took some hardship, didn't he?
Yeah, but no bother to him, like.
Not a funk on him.
Good, yeah. Danny very similar, like. Yeah, but
he didn't lay around in the ground anyway, that's for sure.
And he gave it back to you, like. Yeah.
No.
Well, any bit you wanted of it, you get it off.
And he's only small. Like,
yeah.
I know he'd be stocky enough, but he's small, like. Yeah.
The Kennedy Cup he wanted to carry, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, I think the year the one. I think he was on it. I think. Tell me, you mentioned I think I forgot this about your bio. Did I? The Irish regional squad thing.
Yeah.
Did I forget about the bio? Oh, your intro. Did I?
Oh, I don't know.
Tell me this. How did that come about? Do you get a cap for it?
No, I didn't anyway.
Rage.
But Badger's unbelievable at finding out information and stuff. But he was probably contacted. I don't know. But I knew that the regional squad. I didn't know anything about this now. But that the regional, they were split into 2 regions, and my name was mentioned, and probably Jack was told the same. Jack played on it as well, and Dotsy and Keane. But anyway, through Badger, I was told that we were mentioned, and that we were going to, I knew your man was going to be we played Ballymurphy, and I know we played them in Collection, even though we were at home. It was something to do with the pitch got waterlogged or something, and he was
telling the Astro, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I knew he was going to be at it, and Badger gave me a quick rundown. It was all through Badger, I don't know. And but you can't have, like Craig or Dean or Mikey can't play. You can't ever, if you play League of Ireland, you can't play this.
Oh, go away.
Yeah.
You're exempt.
Yeah. So like that's good for us, obviously. But it's probably good because if
what
you
year
went
was this, Lee?
20 around COVID, just after COVID,
21.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, around then.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Them boys would be at the Oscar Trainer games, Lee, as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you coming on at half time with that Wexford game and just banging in a hat trick. They get you if you flip the game that night.
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about that. I was warming up. You could have told me I was going on. There was 3 of us warming up.
You were injured all, weren't you?
No, I was in Alabama for 6 weeks.
Was he? Yeah, he didn't play the game.
I came back 3 days before the match. I was out there since Christmas, and we played in February.
Yeah.
I came back on the Friday, and I think we played on the Tuesday night. But I was running out there.
Yeah.
I was like,
run to the bar. It's
no, well, I was in the gym, but that time I was going pretty well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was warming up, and Monkey, Ed Marr, I know him well. Abusing me, you're useless, the usual shite. And he was saying, this and that, and 3-0 down, and all this, right? I was obviously only messing. I says, you watch and see, I'm going to go on and get a hat trick. You'll fucking do nothing, right? But there was a fella, you'll know him, Podge. He's played in goal for Parkville. He's involved with Carlo Kilkenny.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Snuffles, Mark Dowling.
He's a Dowling. He was standing beside him. we went on anyway. We ended up in the game 4-3. He walked over to me on the pitch after match and shook my hand and goes, fair play to you, says you called that one.
Yeah.
So he was only messing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and do you think the
unbelievable.
So the regional thing was off the back of that, and the Ballamore.
I would have watched all
Would have popped, yeah.
I don't have a clue, but I know. Yeah, it was true Badger, like.
Robbie Kane.
I don't know how, and then even this is typical FAI. The regions in Ireland, as far as I know, are the only regions that change. Like in England, if there's 7 regions in the Regions League, it's always the same, whether it's the provinces. But Ireland, I was told by a fella that they look at it's on every 2 years, so they look at the Ireland amateur football team at the time.
Yeah.
And to see what players is on it, that picks Region 1.
Right.
No way.
Look, I don't, you know what I mean, but it wouldn't shock me with the FAI. And then the Region 2 becomes whoever other leagues are left like. Because we played, our region was Kerry, Carlow, there was a lad from Maynooth on it.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, Kerry
sake.
and Carlow, and like Maynooth, fair enough for Carlow. But I think they changed it this year. It could have been linked to the Oscars. Whatever county won the Oscars, whatever Leinster and Munster they were in, that the region's team will come from that region.
Yeah. Okay.
But like Ireland got the 3 finals in the regions.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, like one of them could be called East Midlands and Leinster, and then another one could be called Munster and Connacht. Like it's completely mixed up. Like
just mention.
Why don't they do like a Dublin version,
or just
then
the rest of Leinster?
Then the rest of Leinster, Munster.
There's only 2 regions in Ireland. That's it. Like. That's the way it was. But now this year I think they put it to the 4. Like, but before that it was only ever 2. The 2 of them played each other, and then the winners represented.
You got a cap for them. You played for them anyway.
You captained them.
Did you captain them?
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah, so you had to give it to somebody. Like
who did you play?
Sure, Jordan Buckley, and that was on the other region. Like.
Yeah.
We played the other Irish team.
Yeah. No, I get you. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where was the game?
Where was the game? In Dublin and up around the AUL. On the grass pitch in the AUL.
Did you win it?
No, we would have went to Bulgaria, sure, if we won, because you represent Ireland. So they bet us 3-0. And I think they went to Bulgaria. So we played that in, I'm going to say March.
Man, I'm terrible sorry I didn't do my research on this.
So I think we played that in March. The winners were we knew the winners of that game went to Bulgaria in October to play Bulgaria. And if you won in Bulgaria, you went to the actual tournament. It's actually on now, I think.
Go ahead.
Well, this could be the 2-year on one.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't have to play a qualifier, as far as I know. It's probably got to do with rankings.
Great experience, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you
and you're warming up in the kit, like, you know what I mean?
Class.
Like, and
brilliant.
we wore the green, they wore the orange. So
yeah.
Did
you get to keep the jersey?
No, and you know what? The man said, "Look, you can't keep it." And
the bag would have been full.
Right, a few went missing because we had a WhatsApp group. A few did go. I wouldn't keep the jersey, right?
Yeah.
But I'm raging I didn't keep the armband.
Oh, was it FEI armband, green and white?
Yeah, but I wouldn't keep the jersey. I wouldn't. We had the full training kit. You went in, got it, and I know he'd not. I was standing in front of him when he picked me. He actually said, "You're wearing a Man United jersey, kind of. You take it as a joke because he just had to give it to someone."
Yeah.
And I would, but I wouldn't have kept the jersey or anything like that. But I should have kept the armband.
Yeah.
I don't understand the logic behind that. Why not just like run regional trials and
I don't know.
and then pick the best of it?
Doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it. I didn't know much about it till then. Like, but then you're looking it up and seeing how does this work, and you know, your man explained a bit. If you win, we'll go in October to Bulgaria, and I think you had to win in Bulgaria then to go to the tournament the following.
Where
June.
was the tournament? Rio.
I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I said it. I know this one. No, it was Spain, I think.
Brilliant.
I think it was in Spain. Yeah.
That's deadly, isn't it?
Get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh, you Robbie Kane and Danny. No, Danny couldn't go. Robbie went last year, did he?
Robbie went last year. Yeah, he got picked.
For which?
For the regional.
Did he? Yeah.
He had a phenomenal game up against the Leinster Senior League on the Tuesday night. He ran them ragged. Jeez, he was brilliant that night. And then they could no one watch him against Wexford. He wasn't good. That was a messy night. It was 2. I can't think of the other one. Robbie definitely got picked in, or it could have been Dean, but they found out he had League of Ireland.
Yeah, you
so
see,
he couldn't.
You can't play.
There was two, Robbie and Dean, but Dean would play League of Ireland.
That's why when it was said to us, I
Robbie
knew that rule, and that's like not that you'd be clinging on. I knew, like we knew, them lads can't play, so you might have a chance here.
Yeah.
Do you know that was the way you might
There's
actually.
no ex-League of Ireland
Yeah,
players
but
here.
it probably is right, because it's probably terrible if you play a half a season in it. But if I went and played League of Ireland for 10 years and
That's
then
not really fair then,
drop back down
Yeah.
and start playing Irish regional caps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's
No,
an
I think it's a good
amateur-
rule.
Yeah, it is a good rule.
Because it makes it exactly, even if you didn't get paid for League of Ireland, you're still stepping up
Yeah,
to
exactly.
professional setup, whatever.
Yeah.
So to keep it fully amateur,
Yeah, it is
it's
a
a
good
great
rule.
rule.
Yeah, it is.
Just on League of Ireland, did it ever cross your mind to give it a shot?
So you have to be asked. I don't think I was talking to one of the lads about this. You have Lee Murphy, Dean Kelly, whoever, like I'm not going to put myself saying back to them, Buds, Mar, Craig, right? No, them, anyone. And you ask them, where did you play? They were all in the first team at 16,
Yeah.
right? 16, 17. And they all dipped their finger in the League of Ireland or at some level. I was playing Division 3 in Carlow when I was 20, like, for a reason, like.
Yeah.
That's
What do you think? What's that reason?
Sure, it wasn't good enough, obviously.
Do you not think you were good enough?
Well, sure, not then. Sure, I was playing on Felix B team.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember, but I would have been on the A team if I was good enough to play on the A team. Like,
how did you develop then?
I'd say a lot of it was fitness.
You got yourself fit.
Yeah, a lot fitter. Yeah.
Personal desire to get fitter.
It just kind of happened over a couple of years. I didn't sit down one day and say I'm going to start playing in the Premier like or anything.
Right.
Like I just. I just got fitter, and obviously we got 3 promotions I think in 5 seasons, and I know they're only the lower.
Doesn't matter.
You're playing better as you go up.
Yeah, and then every year I just probably went on a bit, and then I just when I started, I wouldn't be big for the gym. I just used to go running like.
Did you take it serious, even in like the lower divisions? Did you take it serious? Like you're a good trainer.
Yeah,
good
I think
pre-seasons.
I wouldn't miss many trainings. I don't think even down in Division 3 like.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have missed a whole lot.
You didn't train together. The GA and B team was a separate thing, was it?
No, it was separate. Yeah, it would have been separate. I'm not saying never, but it was majority was definitely separate. Like I'd say that B team, there was probably 1 or 2 on it, but most of them we were in the 2 years between that whole team. I'd say.
So do you? You kind of had me baffled a little bit. So do you think, at 20 years of age playing Division 2 or whatever it was, that you weren't good enough?
No, I'm just saying if you think about it logically, these lads that I played with that played League of Ireland or didn't or could have were probably winning and playing in top teams in the Premier when they were 16, 17.
But why would that make a difference when they're at their peak, when they have a chance to go play League
I
of Ireland?
suppose you can develop differently, but I'm just saying, was the Premier in Carlow my League of Ireland like?
Yeah,
Who's going to go down
I
and
got
watch the
that.
Division 3 game? That's
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to pick a lad from the League of Ireland. Do you know what I mean? That's not
Yeah.
be disrespectful. That's just being honest.
No, I get where you're
No,
coming.
but I believe I was playing in that for a reason, like.
Yeah, right.
Because Felix had an A team, like.
Yeah. So that's your path.
Yeah.
That's your development pathway. So you're saying that, you're almost saying that I needed to play in them divisions to realise that I had to get fitter as the divisions went on, so that when you got to your 20s, you're like,
I
right.
don't know if I needed, like, I think it was just me level, like.
Yeah, but even that's what I mean. You need to be at the best at the level at the time to go on to the next level, to have realisation that, right, I'm actually good enough to go to the walk here.
Yeah.
I'm good enough to go to create a yard. Do you know, because
probably, yeah, if you think about it like that.
don't forget, you mentioned bad, they came after you.
Well, Damien wanted
know?
to sign me for Newbridge.
Yeah.
And I just, like that, even, like, I think Hanover and Newark had won the league then, but I just loved playing a cricket yard. Like, they offered me money, like, they all got offered. Graham Delaney and all got offered
Dean
money.
went, didn't he?
Dean and Mikey went, yeah.
Did Graham not go? No, Graham didn't go.
Graham played with Wexford.
And,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But
I know
he
that.
said to me, I wanted to sign you for Wexford, but I wouldn't have been able to give you any money. But he didn't want to. He was trying to get me to Newbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go and say, he wanted it, but it was his way of trying
What
to
was
get
that,
me
Leinster
out.
Senior League?
Yeah.
Newbridge was, yeah. They were after winning. Eto played for them for a couple of years.
That's right,
Pats, and he got them into the top.
They
of
were in the
Leinster
top
Senior.
division
Yeah.
when he had them, like, in the senior league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won the lump. They were good. They were good. Just on Damien a little bit, because I've never asked. I meant to ask Craig, I never did. So, why did he fail at Wexford Youths? Or why do you think he failed at Wexford? Not that you were there, but from what you know of him, like.
How long did he last? first of all.
Did he do a season?
I'd say about a season. I don't know. Did he finish a season? I don't know.
I remember I used to go down to watch him a good bit. I remember going down there once, and I actually bought a raffle ticket and I won a jersey. I won a Wexford Youth jersey. And I went in to get it, and he gave it to me, and he came out, because I know Damien, right? Yeah. Even though we probably would have ate each other and all down through the years. I actually think he's alright, and I get on with him. And I was talking away to him, and I said, well, what do you think? He was a shook man, like. And he's about 6 games in. He was great.
I can't remember fully, but I'd say the squad, I'd say he had a very young squad down there.
Yeah, he did.
Because you go back to, he was assistant or video analysis or whatever when they got promoted.
For Shane, yeah.
And I'd say if you wrote them 2 squads down, I can't remember player for player, but I'd say there was a massive difference. I'd say there was a massive difference.
Fair point, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's a different level again, though. Like, you know, like we had Shane Keegan on the live show there, like, and he talked about being the Wexford Youths manager, and then
Mick, he told me, remember he was lost 5 games or something, is that what he said?
Lost 5 games.
First
he was
5 games or the
depressed.
first 6 games.
Yeah.
Mick Wallace came over to me, he didn't know. He was like, what's wrong with you? What do you mean what's wrong with me? After losing the first 6 games, relax with it. He said he just sort of flipped me then. He said, I'm going to get the bullet out.
Well, he went to Galway.
Yeah.
Moved his wife, his kids.
Yeah. Remember that.
Full steam ahead down to Galway, like. And didn't really work out who he wanted. Like, you know, like it's crazy. But we'll release the live show, lads, as well on another date. We'll park it maybe for a Christmas special or something. But if you want it earlier, let us know. Lee, this is Papa's favourite part of the show. Your best 11 that you share the pitch with.
Oh, this is a fucking nightmare.
What shape?
Teams.
That's Pod's favourite question.
What shape are you playing? 4-4-2.
4-3-3.
Oh yeah, it's alright. Yeah,
like that.
And I have a couple of subs actually wrote down as well.
Go through subs first.
The subs.
Yeah, so I've an idea then.
Motor Power.
Yeah.
I had to put him in because, like I said, the goals he scored for Phoenix.
Yeah.
People outside of Phoenix wouldn't realise it. Like, for 3 promotions, I think it's 5 seasons, and well over 100 goals he scored.
Yeah.
That's, no matter what, you know what I mean? It's some
I would
goals.
have seen him playing because he played at the same age as my brother.
I used to do all his running, like,
playing against each other all the time, you know,
player.
because the boys are good friends as well. So
Yeah.
I picked 4 defenders then as my subs.
Go on.
The reason I picked them is it's just 4 lads that I found that I had good battles with.
Yeah.
Just to mix it up. Like, I was going to put them in the team and I didn't know what way to do it.
Right.
So it's just 4 lads that I played against.
Yeah, but you're a striker. Yeah,
that was good battles. I got the better of them, they got the better of me. But just over the years, and one of them I probably played in every division against is Pop Lawler.
Yeah, I think Pop's quite underrated.
We had, but you know, especially with Phoenix, because Collection and Phoenix were so well matched.
Yeah.
It'd make it a little bit harder for him with Crit Yard.
Oh God, job done,
because we might. If we were a bit stronger in midfield, he might have to step out. It helps me.
Yeah.
But especially with Phoenix, and I think we came up through the divisions together, and he used to kick lumps out.
Oh yeah.
But he could, like, you know what I mean, in the air, she's so strong and physical and
big physical chap, yeah.
But we had
in
some
both boxes.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Well, could play a bit as well.
Yeah, very good. We had some battles.
Yeah, good player.
And then another one.
Tried to sign Pop many occasions.
Brian Maguire.
Useless.
An animal, like.
Yeah.
Oh, so strong.
Yeah.
I remember playing in the Meadows, and I know he's strong, right? You know he's strong, but you're going, if I could knock it by him, like, I might get a run on him.
Yeah.
And he was standing facing me, and I ran square standing. I ran flicked it by him, and it was like he put his arm out to a 3-year-old. He just stopped me.
The iron bars, boy.
But like, he very good at both feet as well.
Yeah,
good in the air. Very good, like. Yeah. And I played against him a good few times, like.
One of my favourites.
And then
great old track when
this lad probably played in the 6 more than centre back, but Swanee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good.
Unreal.
No nonsense. No mountain.
Tidy though as well.
No matter where you go.
Never gets involved in an application. Never gets booked.
Right beside you all the time. Like, just no nonsense. Do his job. Just never open his mouth.
When you go back to Lee, what you're saying about a coach over coaching a player, you give him instruction of like 10 seconds of a conversation. Here's what I want you to do, Swanee.
Yeah.
Okay, Pop.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
yeah.
That's it. Done.
No questions.
What do you want me to do if he goes here? No, that's okay. Done. Unbelievable player.
Yeah, he was some player.
Yeah.
And he's very good on the ball as well.
Brilliant.
Like, yeah, very good on
Very
the ball.
poor
yeah.
feet, like.
And then the last one, I struggled against him and I played with him, is Bobby. Because he's quick.
Yeah.
Very aggressive as well,
And
right?
I would have liked to think on anyone, if I got, my game was running in behind. It wasn't something I thought of. Everyone plays naturally
Yeah.
a certain way.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you can adapt, but you naturally play a certain way or you're naturally technically good. Mine was just running in behind, naturally, that was it. But if I got a yard on a player, you'd like to think most of them you'd keep the yard. Maybe not get further with it, keep it. But Bobby, like, he'd always get back. Like, I found it. He had a thing over me for a couple of years where he reckons I never scored against him.
Go ahead.
Now, I got 2 in the school one day, but he reckons he went off after 20 minutes. But there's a Stewart's inquiry into that.
Who was
one.
that? Who was he
I
playing
got
for
a few
then?
against him after, but went on for... Because he was still with Felix when I left, and then he had a few years with Newark, so we had a good few games
Against each other.
Yeah, and I don't know how long, but he was like, "You never got one against me yet."
Did you find it hard to go back and play against Felix?
Maybe the first time. It's mad. The first 3 games I played with Crit Yard, Felix, Pats, and Newark.
Go away.
Swear to God, yeah.
But I presume
3 league games.
I presume Newark and Pats wouldn't be that big of a deal for you because you just.
I know, but if you were just, to go from
your walk to Crit.
If you're
just from even when I played with Pats when I was 10, like, and then but Felix, Pats, them 3 on the bounce, like, it was just mad that you get them 3, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is nuts, isn't it? It's crazy. That's your subs.
Yeah.
Go on, let's go. Who's in goal? Choppers. Jeff.
Yeah.
No chops.
No chops, no. Should have put him as a sub there. I know Jeff, he's so good with his feet as well.
No, brilliant, Jeff.
And it was massive in that Crit Yard team, playing out with his feet, like, do you know what I mean?
I think he could still play, you know that.
Oh, definitely.
I think if he just got tucked the finger out, he'd be as good as anyone in goal.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe
and
that.
it's just probably his feet, like,
Is he not playing at all?
No, he doesn't do anything.
Does he?
I think.
He's younger than you, is he?
Oh,
right?
I'd say so, yeah.
He's 31, 32 maybe?
Yeah, probably Mikey's age. I don't know. I'd say he's younger, he's younger than me, I'd say, yeah. But I think just he's so good with his feet, like, it's massive, like. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing out and you're able to give it back and you're comfortable, and so Jeff.
It's a lovely option to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive. Then he's after been on most teams. Right back, Dotsy.
Yeah, solid.
Like, so
unbelievable,
good.
On everyone's team, and he's one of them ones.
Consistent,
he's just,
isn't it?
like, I never even seen him heavy breathing, like.
No.
And he's just, you know what I mean, like, so good.
He's brilliant. I think he's brilliant, yeah.
So nice as well, such a nice fella, like.
Yeah.
But he's so clever, positionally.
It'd be hard as well, though, Lee. Do you know, he wouldn't let what I like about Dotsy is he's an assassin, like. He's silent assassin, like, where you're not getting one over me here.
Yeah.
You kick me, I'm kicking you back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, but he's never...
The beautiful feather he has in his cap is that he doesn't get involved in any incident.
No.
So when he does clatter you, you might get away with one more and say a lad who's always
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's a beautiful feather to have in the cap.
Yeah.
Left full then, Craig. Unbelievable.
Yeah, brilliant.
One of the best defenders ever in Carlow, like.
I'd say one of the best players.
Yeah, so good. Like,
Another lad who didn't think he was technically good, did he?
No,
I
but
couldn't
he
believe
knows
what
when,
he was.
he knows when to pull a lad down. He knows when not to pull a lad down. He knows when to get a yellow card.
Yeah.
He can play. He's
streetwise,
good
isn't
in
he?
the air. He's some left foot on him, like.
Man, he made a statement on this podcast that he'd rather a ball come out with a sky from 40 yards than be passed to his feet.
He's technically good.
Was Maureen saying that?
He said, what would you rather deal with? And you said, what?
Yeah.
He said, a ball coming in out of the clothes ring, going to battle a lad to win this header. I'd rather that than me having to 30-yard whip it down the lane. Whatever that is.
I wouldn't mind. He's brilliant on the left of a front three.
Yeah, I've seen him play there, yeah.
Brilliant, because he's defensively minded, but he's brilliant going forward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then centre half, Terry Hockney.
Oh, yeah, Rolls Royce.
Very good.
So good, but like always tuned in. Training, warm up, doesn't matter what match it is, doesn't matter who you're playing, everything, all the time, never switches off. No. Like, we'll have a laugh in the dressing room, but when he, like, never ever switches off, does the warm up properly, if it's band work,
kept himself right, didn't he?
All the time, like, unbelievable, like. And then beside him, Batty. I only played with him at the end, like, but like, what a player, like.
Did Batty play with Demo? Yeah, under Demo.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he did. Like Jason Enright came in then.
Yeah.
And would have played. Jason played in the 6, and then I don't know how much like Batty was playing, and then he played. I played for a couple of years with him, I think.
Good player, though.
Oh, what a player! So good. And there's another lad, when he talks, everyone listens.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't go around roaring and shouting all the time.
Yeah.
But when he talks,
you listen.
Everyone listens.
Makes sense, sort of what you're saying. Yeah.
And then in the 6, Dean Kelly. What can you say about
In the
him?
6?
Yeah, he's going to dictate this game for me. Yeah.
You're a quarterback.
Yeah.
Brilliant, love it.
How bad quarterback is he?
Brilliant, yeah.
Unbelievable,
Dan Marino
isn't
on
he?
there.
He's brilliant, yeah.
So what can you say about him? Like?
Yeah.
He's
Even when he was when you broke in, Lee, and he was breaking to the no-walk side, like what was he, 16, 17?
About 17, I'd imagine.
Like
yeah.
I'd say you knew then. This
But
lad's.
he's after going up levels, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was unbelievable, but like
he's after maturing into one of the best ever. Like
so
fair.
good. Like there's nothing he can't do.
But
like.
the lads, the New York lads talk about him that he's the best trainer every week.
Yeah. See, that's you need it. Like
he doesn't miss training.
Yeah, you need
he
that.
He doesn't
like,
miss it, and he wrote himself for missing a chance in training. If the goalie says, I should have fucking scored that.
Yeah.
Constantly trying to make himself better. So that's it.
That's the
a
hunger,
testament to him.
yeah.
Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Then I'm playing with 2 8s. Buds. Unbelievable. Like he played obviously higher with Critty, and a lot of my assists, you know what I mean, come from him. Best player I ever played with, probably, because I played with him in his prime, like, you know what I mean. I played with Dean when he was 7. Like Dean was brilliant, but I played with Buds when he was at
top
the
of
peak
the pops.
of it, like, he was so good. And then the other 8, Kylie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Like what a player, like.
Yeah.
Like I would with Pats, like some centre.
It's quite funny you've done that, man, because Shane Keegan picked his all-time Carlo 11, and he played diamond midfield, and he played Kylie to point to the diamond.
Yeah, like what a player, like there's only a couple of days between us. So we were in class, you know, in Sprague, and then, like I said, she probably played till she was 16. Is it with Pats?
I think it was 14
or 14 or 14. I think was
is
the
it?
age.
So I only got, but even then, like,
she was unbelievable.
He ran the show.
I've seen a few games where we're playing.
Scores, goals from midfield is
very
scandalous.
Good,
yeah, it's ridiculous. He's very good, man.
Then on the right of the front 3, Danny Dial.
Yeah.
Sure, like, what can I say?
Very good,
yeah. So strong. Work back.
Some man to work.
Work all day, like, doesn't, like, no end to him, like.
No.
Yeah, and
strong as a bull.
Yeah, take it anywhere. He's a rarity in the sense, like you said, he is very like Duck, as you mentioned. But he'll take it anywhere you want to go. I'll go.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of them ones. Like, I will do whatever you do to me, I will do tenfold back to you.
Yeah.
So you're never working harder than me. You're never going to jump higher than me. You're not going to be able to kick it the same length as me. Do you know what I mean? Danny's always the extra bit.
Yeah.
Like, he's a nightmare to play against.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Last year, 2 boys up front for, what did they have, 70-something goals or 60-something goals? Crazy, do with him.
Yeah.
At Bagnallstown. That's crazy. I think there's 3 goal scorers at Bagnallstown last year.
Then he was...
And they scored 50 goals, and the boys accounted for 49 of them. Like, it's ridiculous.
He was the best player in the Oscar trainers last year, I'd say.
He got player of the year, so.
Yeah.
He was I texted him afterwards.
He was brilliant.
He's over in England now. Over Landon Brav.
Then on the left of the front 3, Duck.
Yeah.
Spoke about him.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Like, my favourite, anyway, I'll say, to play up front with. And then through the middle, Graham. Wow, ruthless, like.
Oh, ruthless, yeah.
But the same as Danny.
Yeah.
Score
Same match as Danny.
Yeah, but Graham's a better goal scorer.
Oh, yeah. Well, Delaney's one of the best. Again, Shane Keegan said it the other night, didn't he?
He said
he's the best, one of the best natural finishers you ever seen.
Yeah, like, he's ruthless.
Like. Oh, he's brilliant.
Ruthless, yeah.
Yeah, love to get him back.
Didn't put yourself on it.
No.
Why? What is the stigma around that, lads?
No, you don't.
I was out Saturday night having a drink.
Into that team, anyway.
Well, I'll give you this one. I was out having a drink Saturday night with Peter Brannigan, Mark Hutchison, and a few others. And Peter gave me his best 11, Blondie. I'll tell you one thing, he's some 11. But he didn't put himself in it, right?
Yeah.
In right full. And I said to him, if you rocked into the field with that squad of players, considering you played with all these, and the manager left you out, would you be disappointed?
It's different, Patch.
No. You'd be disappointed. So I don't understand why you don't put yourself in. Anyway, in the end, he put himself in it. So I'm blonde. But yeah, no, look, I just don't get the whole thing. Like, if you went to a pitch and you went to a game and you were a sub, you'd be raging.
It's a valid point, yeah, because you fancy yourself to get anything.
100%.
Yeah, but just don't put yourself in the team.
Imagine a top
That's
three of
conversation over.
Lee Sauter, Graham Delaney, and Danny Doyle. A narrow top three with 2 wing backs.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, you're getting goals anyway. Aren't you?
Champions League, here we come. Never mind the regional, never mind Bulgaria. We're going to Azerbaijan. That's your 11, fair 11. And your honourable mention, Jamie Parr. Jamie Parr was some soccer
He
player.
was, but he's not getting in because he's classed as a Gaelic player on my team. I know.
Go away.
I'm only messing. I was talking to him today about it, but there's a few, like, sure, you have Ozzy and Jason Enright.
Yeah.
So you could go on. I could have picked 10 teams. Like.
You would have Dennis Quinlan as well, right? Dennis Quinlan was some goal scorer.
Yeah, very good.
Bogger Scully.
Unreal as well. Bogger I would have played with, but he would have been a year younger than me.
Okay.
I definitely would have played with him.
Yeah.
You know, even maybe youths when it's mixed, you know, the 2 year. But he was Jamie Parr's group.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would have been Kylie and Jason Kerwin and Chops.
Oh, so you want, but Jamie not on the same?
No, we would have played. Me and Jamie Parr played together. Like, because at that time you play out your age. Like Jamie played with the 9s and 10s.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, so we did play it together.
Yeah.
But and sure, the first team of Phoenix for years.
Yeah. Jamie's a very, very good soccer
good,
player.
yeah, very good.
Very, very good.
Like I said, you could pick 10 teams. Like,
We'll have to do something, Podge, in this. All these teams we're picking, and just have you pick a team, and I'll pick a team.
Yeah.
I'll manage my team. You manage yours.
Let's
have a.
I can announce now, right, that we are going to have a How Is He podcast end of season charity shield special. No. Right, where we're going to do two teams. We're going to do 2 teams of the year in the same format as last year, so a draft format. So I'll have 3 players in every position, and then you and whoever is with you pick it, right?
Yeah.
And then whoever team you pick, you go contact them. We'll get jerseys sorted to Curra Sports.
Yeah.
Gillette goes contact them. We go down to the venue. We run it for charity.
Yeah.
Every player has to get a €100 sponsorship.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll give them a jersey and we'll give them an All-Star award, because let's make it the Carlow All-Stars.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you're going to have 20. You're going to have 22 plus. Say you're going to have squad of 16 each.
Yeah. Give it to a local charity.
So you're 11, and then I'll give you carte blanche then on the 5 subs you want, and we'll run it all up. We'll give it to charity. And my mother will be absolutely delighted with the charity I'm going to give her. Not my joke. No, we'll give it a charity for Poor Clares or League or whoever, or even putting the Oscar Trainers one for next year, something like that. Anyway,
like that, yeah.
But that is going to happen. That's a great idea. Chris, it's a great idea, isn't it?
I'm not playing soccer.
You can referee, Chris.
Papa, it's that time of the podcast where we have Podge versus Papa.
It's time for 2 Peas in a Podcast. Podge versus Papa, sponsored by Kelly Auto Repairs.
And that's the intro played. The score is 9-7, Papa. You got another point on me this week as well. You had Burn, yeah.
And I was unlucky with Powerful, wasn't I?
You were, yeah. Well, so I was unlucky with that. Straight said, the bell. So first one up, Papa, is Pat. You've no game this weekend.
No, it's free week.
That's your 3rd free week already.
No, it's not, man.
5 weeks into the season.
There's 3 or 4 lads away, and Mr. McCarron is 21.
Oh, is he?
So
21st?
Yeah.
Didn't get me invite, Adam. Thanks very much. Pats versus Craig, what do you think?
It's a hard one to call it here now.
Lee, you're in on this as well now.
I'm going to go just goals in that Pats team. Is Mikey back?
No.
Can't tell you.
I know. Badger knows he's not back.
I actually don't even know.
I don't know.
I think don't be as high scoring as you think.
No, I think it'll be tight.
Yeah.
Could it be a Desmond?
No.
Do you think it'll be 4 goals?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think
Well, everyone knows what Desmond is now.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Critty Yard.
Okay, I'll give you that. 2-1 Critty.
I just think Critty Yard's defence is stronger than Pat's defence. And I think that could be the difference in the game.
I think it's a fair point.
I think there's goals in both teams. Pats have really, really fast players. Really good players, can score goals. That striker has impressed me against us.
Good player, yeah.
Good player. And you're in for a shift, whoever's playing centre half.
For Pats?
Yeah, he's a big
half
unit.
from an out, is it?
Yeah, he's a big
very
unit
good,
and he's
isn't he?
able to shift.
Very good.
He's decent, Jay. He's a good lad. He's a good player.
So
yeah.
he'll do damage, but I just...
I'm going 2-1 Pats.
Yeah.
So I can't go against
Go down and watch it.
Can I? I'm actually working.
I'll let you know.
Sorry, I'm on the Connect. Actually, what I actually do, to be honest with you, I turn off my phone on Saturday nights.
Right.
And I turn it back on. I wait till Sunday morning, turn it back on.
To get the results.
And then I get the result, and I get the game, and I watch the game then. Because if I watch that Saturday night, I'd be wound up to death. If I had that Connect Saturday night, I'd be going, I'd be mad. She'd be going mad at me and everything. Because I'm working from home, obviously.
You follow the Connect, Lee?
No.
It's good, get onto it.
No, I heard you talking
it's
about
good.
it. Is it just an app then?
It's just an app, and you can see all the leagues. You can see, like...
Yeah, you go down to extra.
Whatever.
I heard you saying
just a side note on that Pats and Creighton thing. That's the only team Pats haven't beaten in the last...
You told me this stat,
Badger come in.
Since Badger came in?
Yeah, they're the only team we haven't beaten is Creighton Yard. Beating everyone else.
That's a mad stat, isn't it?
Isn't it, yeah. Isn't it mad though, the way he came from Creighton? That happens, like. Not in general.
Yeah. Did we even draw one? No, we didn't. You gave us a nice beating the first year out in Creighton Yard. I think we drew with G and Pats under a turn fixture. Then you bet us in the Cup quarter final 2-1 out in Creighton Yard, 3-2 I think. Last year then you bet us 2-1 last kick of the game down below on Pats. I think you bet us 1-0 out in Creighton Yard, 2-0 out in Creighton Yard. And you knocked us out the quarter final of the Premier Cup as well, 2-1. So I think it's the time for us to get in the result. So I'm going to go 2-1 St. Pat's. What are you going for, Lee?
7-0 Creighton Yard.
7. It's awesome. I can get 6.
I go 2-1 Creighton. Okay. I don't think there'll be many goals in it.
Well set up both teams.
I tell you what I think about the current Pats team. I have looked at all their games, be it live or in record. They're extremely new. There's 6-7 new players in it. It's a new team. I'm going to tell you this. Someone's going to get it. When they click, someone is going to get it. So I'm talking a 4, 5, 6-0, and I don't think it matters who it's going to be against.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I'm not saying it'll click for the whole season, but just when a team starts to come together and have that performance.
Yeah, of course,
yeah, they're on it there. You know, Parkville versus Kilree.
Two 2-0 to Parkville.
Oh, I think Kilree score. I'm going to go 3-1.
Yeah, I would have went 3-1.
Parkville.
Yeah.
Bagnestone versus Vale Derby. What are you thinking? You don't look at these before they come up. You know we do this. Like it's not secret.
Who's at home? Bagnestone. Is it?
I'll tell you. Yeah, Bagnestone are home. Yeah.
2-1 Bagnestone.
2-1 Town. What do you think, Lee? You're a bit more
2-1 Vale.
You've seen Vale? I haven't seen him yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Have to back Billy, sure, won't they?
Well, see, I heard that. I know you said that Park were the better team on Sunday. I
only seen a half an hour of it.
Yeah, I was told opposite. I was actually told that Vale were robbed blind by a few rotten decisions that I'm not going to go into.
Go on, tell me, because I was... Go on.
No, I think the scoreline was a fair reflection on Sunday, but I think Vale actually should have won the game, as I was told.
Like I said, I only seen the first half.
Well, I didn't want to question you first thing in the podcast, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be a great start, what they were fighting on.
One of the things you were told is wrong about you. Because I was standing in line with the goal.
Go on.
It was over the line.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Towards Parkville's goal.
They got it.
It was over the line.
It was over the line, yeah.
By far?
No, not by far, but it was over the line.
Oh, well,
fair enough to you.
That's good enough for me to hear. I'm not going to say any more on it. However, Jack McCullough's up top for Bagnestone. He's a handful. He scored again the weekender. I think Bagnestone will score. I'm going to go the opposite of you. I'm going to go 2-1 Vale. What do you think, Lee?
2-1 Vale.
2-1 Vale. He says it already. Oh, you were deaf?
Yeah. And Newark versus Burn Celtic.
4-1 to Newark.
Okay, 4. I'm going to go 4-2 Newark. I think there's goals and Shane Duffy back there scored the weekend. They scoring. What do you think?
4-0, I think.
4-0 Burn, is it?
Yeah, no walk.
I don't know if the segment's working, is it? It goes real silent and awkward, doesn't it? It's like the classified 4-4. You know them ones, isn't it?
Some lads, I think we hate them. He never gave us a mention at all. We have to get in bet every week by him.
Yeah. I don't know if it's working, lads. Let us know if it's working. If it's boring, like, we'll just get rid of it and replace it with something else.
It is working. Try beating you.
I'll review takeaways or something. Lads, on the live podcast, Papa, success, yes or no?
Oh yeah, it was brilliant to be involved in.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was really good.
Did you hear anything about it?
No.
Why didn't you buy a ticket for it?
Sure, where would I get that type of money?
Oh my God.
Good answer. No, I was loving listening to Shane. It was brilliant. And even the thing we come back after the break with the, you had me set up there, you fucker.
I set you up lovely, yeah.
But it was a bit of crack, and then the prizes under the chairs, but the whole build up to it, like, to think that two lads that were just chancing their arms 29 weeks ago or 28 weeks come in and fill a room there, and you could have sold more tickets, judging by the crowd.
Yeah.
And what people were giving, the feedback people were giving to us was brilliant. And thanks again to Chris and Curra Sports are in the front row supporting us as always. It was just a brilliant occasion. I loved it. Yeah.
Extremely humbling. I want to thank the Carroll League for sponsoring.
Brilliant.
A prize for us to give us the new Oscar trainer kit and a scarf and a hat. Thanks very much. Kelly Auto Repair, fantastic. Curra Sports, thanks so much. Fantastic. As you mentioned, Chris was excellent. But it's extremely humbling, because if I'm going to be honest about it, I haven't got a clue how to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, no idea at all. And to have the actual neck to go up on a live show and expect people to go up paid to see you, it actually humbles you quite a lot to think, Jesus, this is actually good. I won't lie, the start of it, I absolutely crapped me pants. And we flew through the intro, which we thought was about 25 minutes. And we had Shane sitting down after 15 seconds. And I think when Keegan came on, he just calmed the whole thing for us.
He did, he was brilliant. But you have more of a connection with Shane than me, because you've coached with me. I've only met him once before.
You were alright though.
I was grand. Like, I would love to ask him more questions, but you were brilliant with your questions, and I tried to elaborate on it then, maybe. I had a connection with him then when he started talking about the Carlow players that I knew. We called Craig and Graham and all that he did, Davy Walker and all that, and then the FC Carlow. But it was just, he explained it really well the way it didn't work. Yeah, that was a brilliant answer.
It was a great answer.
It was a brilliant answer.
So lads, the story with that is we are going to put that out, right? We have the audio, it's all done, but because of the level of the guests we had, we have to edit things down and things like that. Now, not that anything bad was said, but just we want to kind of produce properly, right?
Of course, yeah.
So these times take things in relation to editing. So as soon as it's edited,
times take things.
Yeah, no, look, these are little riddles I send out every week, lads. There's there's one person out there who knows exactly what I said, and they've pressed the button now, and something massive has happened in the world of soccer. You know, they're little Easter eggs, I think they're called, aren't they? That's what that was. Pair of pricks. But no, as soon as we have it all together, things take time, right? These things take time.
Ding dong, ding dong.
So as soon as we get that together, we'll get it out. If you want us to release it straight away, let us know. We'll release it straight away. Other than that, we might park them in for a Christmas special or something. I don't know. We'll see. So thanks very much, Lee, for coming on. We genuinely appreciate it. I know you listen, and we're delighted to have you on. You are one of them ones who's, despite how modest you are, an absolute prolific goal scorer and one of the greatest goal scorers in junior soccer. And mine and Carlow, getting the fact that you got into the regional kind of says that you were better than what you think you were. I can guarantee you that.
Thanks.
Best luck with the recovery.
Thanks a million.
I hope you don't get 5 minutes on Saturday night.
I don't think I will.
Good news. That's news music in my ears. Keep supporting us, guys. Obviously you can buy his coffees and all that crack. Everything we get goes towards the podcast. Every single penny we get, we don't get anything out of it. I can guarantee you them suit jackets we wearing the other night, the money came over on Pocket Papa, didn't it? We didn't pay for it. Do you want Pop?
No, just thanks to Lee for coming on. It's great to have a guest on it. You know, it's listen to different stories and who's he going to pick in his team and all this kind of crack. Great player, great respect for him. Love coaching him with the Oscar trainers for a couple of years. I've done it. He was as good as a player when I brought in as I thought he was going to be, and the game in Carlow against Wexford will always stick with me and bring it to the grave with me, because it was a comment made at the gate, and the way into the dressing room was someone skidding this, and I heard it. And I
Saves
didn't
your
comment
job,
on
I'd
it.
say, didn't
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is.
You're the Mark Robbins of Carol League.
Yeah. No, it was a brilliant trip for 2 years with us, and look, him and Graham up front was just brilliant.
Dynamite, yeah.
Brilliant. It was a great squad, but look, best of luck with the recovery, Lee, and I'll see you over the course of the season, and the best of luck.
As always, lads, it's not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
It's Carlo Soccer's podcast. It's your podcast. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's full time on this episode of the How Is He podcast. Available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. For more information, contact Shane@currasports.com or check out their website, currasports.com.